podcast, we definitely discuss healing. We discuss aspects of psychology. We discuss, like, you becoming the best you, mental wellness,
For sure.
health,
Femininity, parenthood, dating
definitely
as
dating.
single parents. And it's from a lens of two psychologists,
Yeah.
So,
But also to people who grew
mhm,
up like with both parents,
mhm,
married parents, and then, like, you all know that Chloe and I are the youngest of our crews, like her
yeah.
siblings and my siblings. So
Mhm.
yeah, so it's from that
Looking,
perspective
yeah,
as
looking at
that.
life through that lens. So
Yeah.
you're gonna get a whole lot of things
Mhm.
from us being women, going through
Mhm.
life as parents, and all of these awesome attributes. But
Yeah.
yes, womanology, the study of women.
The study of women.
Welcome back. Another episode of Everyone Needs an Aquarius. We back in the building. We back. Dom is injured.
Are we
Um,
recording? I'm not seeing the button.
it's on.
Okay. 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 My bad.
Dom's injury has went to her head as well. She is on the hour, but she's still gonna record. You on the injured reserve list.
Listen,
I love that you have your hair done though. Like
I know you was up to talk. I know you was going to talk shit. First of all, I showed Greg what you said, and he was like, damn.
Hey,
He was like,
you
it
should have told
wasn't
him
even
every
that
week I asked
long. And I'm
about it.
like, I know. He just over there talking shit.
You should have told him every week I'd be talking about it.
I know. I was like, man, Greg, don't leave me hanging like that no more. Please. So
You broke your toe.
I know it's been just a tumultuous minute since the last time we all talked, right? So I think I told y'all that I had like this random toothache, and then I had like an infection. I think by the time we recorded, I was on painkillers. So then the end of that week, I broke my toe, and I'm just still trying to figure out my life, and I'm baffled, bewildered, uh just about life. And it's honestly, I feel I don't know, I feel like I had like a nervous breakdown,
Wow.
like an emotional breakdown about this, only because I was frustrated. And I think it would just had more so to do with like the frustration. And I think just to be honest, like I feel like for a minute I just felt kind of overwhelmed, and this was just like
The breaking point.
it was just like, yeah. And like I had started working out, so I was kind of like, like doing my yoga in the mornings and stuff. So that was really helping my mental state a little bit. And then was like, okay, fuck, on top of this, I'm going to join the gym. So I looked into it and was signing up and gonna go visit, and then bam. And I'm like, I feel so overwhelmed in such an underwhelming way. And so I just be hobbling
Hold on, explain that.
around.
What does that mean?
Exactly. That's how complicated it is. And yeah, here I am. But I'm in better spirits today for the past couple of days. I definitely cried a lot. Um, so I'm better. And here we
So
are. And I'm
I'm
just
gonna
hobbling.
tell a story about you that where you weren't there for this weekend with some players, and they was like, "Hey man, Don fine though, right?" And I'm like, and it's a whole bunch of dudes that's hanging out drinking, and then I can hear them talking about the show, like, man,
Where
and then they
were
was showing
you?
your picture, like whatever picture you had put up over the weekend or whatever. He's like, they was passing it back and forth.
Where were you?
I'm not saying that where I was at.
And you didn't
Not
text
on
me?
camera. Not on camera. I won't.
Okay, but you're a terrible friend because or cousin for this. Listen, I don't know. My situation is complex right now.
Right.
So we
So
was cousins. I don't know what's happening. So I don't know. I'm in this weird transitional stage, friend, and it's like, it's interesting because like it feels like it's like a lot of darkness, and I'm just trying to focus on that light. And I just tell people the best way to describe it is, on top of being overwhelmed in an underwhelming way, it's like I'm on the verge of a breakdown and a breakthrough. And that's how it feels, because I'm like, the light and the darkness be trying to get me. It be trying to get me. It's like, my God. My God.
mean, you don't even worry about that.
Hey, like, it's fun. Yesterday I hung out with some friends that I graduated with from Webster.
They all live out there, or they was out there visiting?
They all live out here. So like our bursar, I was friends with the bursars, like kids, and then one of them just moved back, and then like another friend, and so we just was kicking it, and like with just it was just nice to be in spaces where people really love you and support you and care about you. So that was something that I really, really needed. So now we like planning like a Sunday dinner. I think they'll come over. Cause listen, niggas dying to try my duck fat collard greens. So
okay.
I'll freeze you some and overnight them.
No.
I'll be cooking.
So as we jump into our topics, so the people have been showing you love in the comments from the last few episodes.
I know. I appreciate y'all, by the way. Like, I want to always make sure we acknowledge people. To the person that asked us what we thought about the Tyrese situation, we don't know what that is. Tyrese is a strange being. Like, I used to go to parties at his house. So he's weird. Like, not in a bad, like, I remember the very first time I met Tyrese.
I want to say, you can say peculiar. Let's say peculiar.
I like what the fuck I said. The very first time I met Tyrese, y'all, I was like after they used to have this thing on Wednesday nights called R&B Live. And so I asked him, could we take a picture? Because my best friend back home like loved him or whatever, blah, 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 blah. Dog, it looked like how he stood in between me and my we ain't friends with no more. It looked like we took a picture with like a wax figure. Like, that's how awkward he was. And he like stood weird. And I was just like, okay.
It was like,
you have to say, yeah. Like, listen, I get it. You can tell me no. But it was, yeah. We don't know about it. So, I mean, give us some insight. If it's something that we should do a deep dive into, let us know. We will investigate. I think the only thing that I know is that the current girl that he date, low key, was in love with Paul Walker. That is weird.
Yeah, that was known though. Yeah, she said that too.
She got to stop. He got to tell her stop saying that bullshit. Because it's giving.
Jada Pinkett and Tupac, in love with a dead man.
Yeah, no, it's giving like fangirl. We don't want that.
Yeah, like you're just happy to be around. You just want to be somebody famous.
Yeah. So
yeah. But shout out to everybody. People shouting out Dom, saying that she was on point. People came back to the comments saying like, I knew Dom was right. I think Dom is right. They've been kicking it.
Because he's taking her to Red Lobster.
Making good for everybody.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to Red Lobster. And I know I'm a bougie bitch, but also I'm not going to Red Lobster because I have a shellfish allergy.
Yeah.
I don't know. People think, oh, this is, like terrible PR stunt. I'm like, no, they comfortable.
And somebody was sitting there at the crib and they woke up and was like, it'd be kind of dope. Let's go to Red Lobster on some other shit.
Yeah. And they're like, I can't believe they called the paparazzi the Red Lobster. They might have.
No. You think they called them the Red Lobster?
Celebrities be doing that. I think workers did. I think that they thought that they could be.
They could be on a low being out. Where was it at in LA? Where was it like? Where was it like? What was the Red Lobster?
The only Red Lobster I know of is in Inglewood. It's not really Inglewood. It's off of is it Centinela or is it Century? It might be, but it's like is hella far away from me. Closer to that side of like LAX and like it's like a casino over there, all that stuff. Because that after I feel like that was like the first Panera bread company that I like went to, because it's like closer to that side of town. Like, but I don't know. Can we get Jonathan Majors a stylist? Because why you wearing my grandpa clothes?
Look, as a person that wore his grandfather clothes during the 2000s era, I understand.
It's different.
Because I was trying to be retro, kind of be retro and everything with the old ties, the old blazers, you know.
And yeah, you used to wear that taxi driver hat.
Yeah.
So
hey, the girls is loving it too. The girls is loving that taxi driver hat.
No, they I don't get it. It's not my business. And they used to wear the glasses with the glass picture, and I used to be so confused. And I'm like, and I said, you know, there one day I said, I think he got on his grandpa jacket. I said that about you one time.
I did.
You did. Okay, now I feel like a shitty person.
No. That's why I'm not mad at Jonathan Majors. I'm not mad at Jonathan Majors.
So, but he wearing square toe shoes. Like, that's not in for y'all. Like, and that ain't been in for y'all for a minute. And I'm just like, bro, like, come on, but that's how you know, like, I'm like, y'all real comfortable. Like, real, like, cause it's not like y'all went to crustacean. Y'all are somewhere off grid. And somebody was like, this is on brand for Meagan Good to date and abuse her. Her godfather was John Brown. She used to say, like, she used to doing weird stuff. Like, they pulled up all these pictures of her from when she was like bleaching her skin, them terrible eyebrows, to her being on them dog chains with Malika and Khadijah when Khloe Kardashian was a pimp. I fell out. It's like, she doesn't know how to make good judgment anyway. And I was just like, y'all, man, I don't know. Like I said, they were, to me, people were seeing like one thing, but I was like, man, they real comfortable.
They've been, like you said, they've been kicking it. This wasn't even like a decision after. She already been kicking it with him, like you said.
She been kicking it with him.
She just could be out in the open with it now, at least to a certain extent.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he'll still be incognito off grid because he's gonna have to be until it die down or they throw it out, which is probably what he betting on, for them to throw it out. Because it's almost June, so I think he go to court like in late June or July.
Mm-hmm.
So he hoping that
and that's what Disney waiting on too. They waiting to make sure if they throw it out, Disney, everything gonna get back on track.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know, like with him being, I don't know if it's gonna get thrown out like this, because now it's photos of him with old girl, and like I said, I feel like they was trying to be like they comfortable, but also incognito.
So you think they're trying to be incognito?
I think he's trying to be, but I don't know. Like this could go either way, because you know, woman scorn. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, shout out to them, man.
She'll get a payout.
Yeah.
She'll get a payout.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that he's not a terrible person or
right. But it is what it is at this point. Yep. We don't know. I don't know. Yep. I didn't see the case. I've been tricked before. Shout out to Amber Heard.
And see, the Amber Heard thing is interesting too, because both of them was doing stuff to each other.
Right.
You know,
but I thought it was just Johnny Depp being an asshole like this whole time.
Yeah, but also I think, but we always knew that he was a little
weird.
Yep. And so I think where she lost people, what happened was that turn of events was when it came out where the maid said she and her friend shitted on their bed.
Yeah.
And tried to blame the dog.
Yeah.
I think honestly, that's where it happened, and people was just like, ew.
Like that's just uncouth.
Yeah. So I think that was the breaking point, one of the breaking points for a lot of people. In that case, I was like, I don't even care. I was like, she shitted on the bed. That's weird. That's not, that is disgusting.
So I believe all of the weirdo shit you're supposed to have done at this point.
Yeah. Honestly.
So the next story is the most. I think this is the most interesting story that has came across our thing. It moved my soccer world into the regular our pop culture space that we talk about here. Romelu Lukaku, striker for Inter Milan, Belgium soccer player, is out with Megan Thee Stallion.
Hey.
Now, I've talked this, so I have we will be talking about this on Just Kicking It podcast. You can go over there, subscribe to me. We'll be talking about that and other soccer stuff. You love that tomorrow. But I will say this: Romelu Lukaku needs to watch out.
Why?
Because there's some fly ass dudes over there in that soccer area. It's like when you bring the fine girl to like around a whole bunch of the dudes that got more money and a little bit more flyer, and they understand and find out who's the dudes that's the dudes. Like he's not even top 50
like Ruben
players in Europe.
Cheeky?
Huh?
Like Ruben Cheeky?
Who's Ruben Cheeky?
Cheek. Is it Cheek or is it Cheeky?
Who you talking about?
It's a dude. Oh, okay. Yo.
Yeah, soccer player?
Well, yeah. His name is Ruben Cheek. Or Cheeky. He black. Or he might be mixed.
Who does he play for?
Look it up. You got the computer.
I've never heard of Ruben. I keep up with it. Who is Ruben? You might be pronouncing his name wrong. Like,
no. Okay, I'm gonna search.
You talking about Hakimi?
No.
You talking about the Moroccan dude that had his mom he got divorced and all his money was in his mama's name?
No, it is a dude named
I'm
Ruben.
talking about dudes and all the people that know all our international listeners. I'm gonna name off some cats that he can't be at the party.
Oh, it's Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Loftus-Cheek. Yeah, Loftus-Cheek. Yeah, I know who he is. Yeah.
But why you acting like I'm stupid?
You said cheeky.
Cheeky, nigga. You knew
I
what I
didn't
was
know
talking about.
I know Loftus-Cheeks. Yes, I know who he is. Yes, he plays for Chelsea.
Yes.
Yeah. But I'm talking about the real cats like Neymar.
They said Milan is in talks to sign him 4 hours ago.
Yeah, but look, he ain't making the money. I'm gonna name some people. I'm gonna let you Google them and you can see how they look. And
Okay.
you put Romelu Lukaku,
Damn,
and they got more money
27?
in him too. Huh?
Dang.
Who?
Ruben Cheek, he only 27. He look
Yeah,
older
all these
than
cats
that.
is young. All these cats is young.
I'm
I'm gonna start naming off some cats. I'm gonna let you Google them. They got more money than Romelu Lukaku, and I would say they're more attractive as a guy looking at the guy. I can say that. Neymar, put in Neymar.
Okay. Oh, I know. Yeah, he fine. I know him.
And he got way more money. All right, put in Mbappe.
How I spell that?
MBABBP. This is gonna be great. I'm gonna actually put this on the soccer podcast.
You said I am who?
MPABBE.
Okay.
Kylian Mbappe. These are all black players we talking about too. So he's the second richest player.
Now his name Killian.
Yeah.
He look.
But he's the second highest paid player in Europe. In period.
Oh, he only 24.
Yeah.
Oh, he played for Saint Germain.
Yep. Him and Neymar on the same team.
Yeah, maybe that's why I seen him. I'm like, look, all I hear when I hear Killian, I think of like that really expensive fragrance. Cause they got all them. Y'all think here's the thing. It's like I have to associate things with things to remember. Yeah. Okay, who else?
All right.
But he looked like a basketball player. He looked like somebody in the face.
He looks kind of, if you're saying like Antetokounmpo that plays for the Bucks a little bit.
Okay.
Put in Raphael Varane.
You said Raphael
Varane.
It's no, he's not cute. This other dude. I was like, wrong, Raphael.
Yeah, no, this dude's French and he's black and Cape Verdean, the dude I'm talking about.
Okay, so spell the last name correctly.
Varane, Varne.
B or D?
No, Varne.
His jawline is a little strong for me. It reminds me of them. What's the siblings that sing? I like it. I like it. I
Oh,
really,
DeBarge.
really.
No, he's got that DeBarge look. That's what I'm
He got
saying.
the DeBarge look.
Yeah.
That's not really my aesthetic.
But
I can see how women could be attracted to him.
But I'm telling you how they got their money right. So then, go ahead and put in somebody else that we all know and love, Memphis Depay.
Oh, I know him.
But you gotta think they gonna be and all them. They have more money than Lukaku, and he gonna be at the same. She gonna be at the same parties with these guys that may not know who they are.
Okay, so Memphis is older though. Well,
Yeah,
like
Memphis
he's
probably
29.
like 33, I think. 30, 33, 31.
He's too
Lukaku's
short for her.
32.
Cause he 5'10". And so Megan pushing 6 feet. I still can't believe that he was engaged to Lori Harvey.
And Lori Harvey was on like 19 or something when he was engaged to her, right? Like,
yeah, that was really weird.
Oh no, she was trying to cash out early. That's what it was. But he's a player about his.
But he also kind of looked like her siblings. Like Memphis Depay looked like a little bit like her brother.
Then okay, so let's talk about the actual relationship.
Okay.
What do you think? Do you think it's a PR move? Or who does it work better for? And I'll tell you from that perspective, in this respect, both perspectives.
They two look very cozy at that wedding. And so, I mean, yeah, people could be acting, but they just look really comfortable to me. So she might really like him, but also she's is an Aquarius like us. Mm-hmm. So we don't really be out here like that unless we really like people. And word on the curb is that her and what's that boy name? Partisan Fontaine broke up a minute ago, probably not too much longer after that trial.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
That's right on the curb. So I think Partisan Fontaine is definitely an attractive person, but I found that feminist tattoo that he got so fucking weird.
What is it?
It's a feminist tattoo. Like he bought this big old tattoo that says feminist, and I'm like, that's fucking weird.
And he got it tatted on himself? Oh wow. Okay.
So it just reminded me. You remember when Jermaine Dupri got Janet Jackson tattooed on him, and then she broke up with him shortly afterwards.
This is very similar. You're saying basically.
That's how I feel, and it's just like, and maybe a little bit of him was probably like I could see a nigga being embarrassed because as court details came out, and she been denying that she slept with dude, but then it comes out that they did sleep together. So I don't know. Maybe it was that. I don't know if she lied to him.
Was she kicking it with him then?
But it probably, I could see it, maybe it coming up in conversation though.
Maybe he could already know.
Could have been like, is there anything that I need to know?
But he might have already known though too. And this
right. Because I would hope she would have said something so he wouldn't be blindsided. So
for Megan, do you think this is a big move for her being over? Because that was like for the soccer players, like Lionel Messi was there. There was a whole bunch of soccer players like that are big. So it's like this is a big paparazzi wedding for Europe to be over there. I'm surprised it leaked to the American side of things, and I'm surprised they knew who it was.
Well, Meg is a big deal. Like people like
right, but I don't know if they know what she looks like. If they shout out my boy Double D. But he said they might have been kicking it for him. He was like, I'm gonna pull a dime. He said they might have been kicking it for a minute. She might have been at games, and people over there don't know who she looks like.
Yes and no. She's coming over here biting her skin. I'm like.
But he's like, what if she had on some sunglasses, sitting up in the box seat?
She could have,
and nobody. You got to think he plays in Italy, so like, who would just know if? Like, who would just over there know? I don't even know if she walked in a random.
That is true. But but also
because this one was big because you had
she might have been like in the box seats or something.
That's what I'm saying.
maybe.
But he said that he could have probably been kicking her for a minute to take her to a
could
wedding
have
of his
been.
teammate.
They could have been, but here's the thing: is this like, I don't know, with Megan being so statuesque, it's kind of hard for her to blend.
It's not a blend. They just don't know who you are. Is my point. Is what I'm saying.
But I feel like
I'm trying to tell you, like some of them look like he plays like he plays in
I feel
Milan.
like to a certain extent, Megan is internationally known because like
it's internationally known, but are you internationally facially known? That's two different things.
Well, yeah,
I don't think that many people are known
she's been
facially
all
internationally
over.
though.
But here's the thing: it's like for the past few days, she's been all over, France and all this stuff, at concerts, like all of that, and people have spotted her.
Well, if she's already been in Europe,
I don't know. Like if it's no, I could see maybe no wig, Megan. Pair pullbacks, like you said, maybe a mask and sunglasses. But I don't know. It'd be some people that you can just kind of spot.
I'm telling you, if it wasn't for Lionel Messi being at this wedding, we would have never known about her being at this wedding with him.
Really?
Because Lionel Messi is like a world phenomenon. So you got all the paparazzi there, and that's not even his wedding. He was just going to be at the wedding. It'd be like if LeBron James came to my wedding.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say that because I'm not a player. Because the player is a good player that he went to the wedding. So it wasn't like it. So it'd be like if LeBron showed up at Boobie Gibson's wedding.
Right. Yeah.
You in general, if somebody that was famous brought somebody to Boobie Gibson's wedding, nobody would have ever known about it. But it's the fact that LeBron James was there is that it leaked out to the rest of everyone else is what I'm saying. Because of one other person being there.
I see both sides. I mean, I don't know. I feel like,
and people are trying to figure out how they got hooked up. They're both represented by Rock Nation.
Rock Nation, yeah. They both. So they could have set it up. It could be PR. I don't know. Cause
word on the soccer streets, though. Word on the soccer streets, though, is that it was two players that were represented by Rock Nation that are soccer players that were trying to get at Meg at the same time. I won't drop the other one because that's in a Reddit thread. I don't know if I can trust that or not.
I don't know.
But I think this is a great play for both of them. Period.
Yeah.
I want y'all to like each other, love each other, all that dope stuff. But I'm talking about just even if you're talking about just a casual, stereotypical.
Hey, okay, low key Rock Nation. They represent a lot of international football players.
Yeah. They're getting their money on the low. They smart enough to know that like this is a world economy.
Yeah, because people love. Yeah, see, he's tall enough. He's 6'3", because Megan like 5'11", almost 6.
Yeah.
She almost.
And he's a big dude too, though. Like he's a big dude. Like you don't want to run up on him in the club type thing. Like he's a big dude.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about it. Lukkaku gets the look of a little bit more of an American look. She gets the international look a little bit more because he's popular in Europe as well.
Who was the other person that allegedly supposed to be trying to hop down?
Oh, I don't want to release. That was in a Reddit thread. I'm about to put it in the chat here if you can Google it.
It was on the internet, and you found it in a Reddit thread.
I mean, you're right because it's because it's one of my favorite players, and I don't want to slander him. Hold on.
Who? Xavier Amachi? Oh,
no, I just put it in our chat. I put it in our chat.
Okay.
Just so you can look it up.
I looked.
Yeah.
That's so funny. You're not going to look. It's one of my favorite players. I don't want to. Okay. And then this guy has a brother that plays. Jordan Lukkaku.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. You and your brother.
It's all these Belgium K. He's Belgium too.
Yeah. They're like African.
Yeah. But I think they like two or three generations there though. Like they've been there for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Us black people be traveling, trying to get our money, and then your kid end up being a world-class soccer player.
Yeah, I mean,
all right. So I mean, this is good. I mean, get the fuck out of the U.S. for a while, man. And just kick it.
Yeah, I don't know none of these people. Like I said, I'll know somebody if they cute and they come across.
So what do you think? What do you think about the player I put it in a thing with you? I was trying to put a bid in too. What do you think about like if on your womanly skill?
If I were to date him
or Lukaku.
I want to make sure I looked up the right person because this person that came up ain't okay. Yeah, that's what I looked up. Okay, let me look at a different picture. His teeth are interesting. Oh, he been on the cover of GQ.
Yeah.
Still, his teeth are interesting.
You done messed it. And now people that figure they probably finna do some cross referencing now.
Whoops, my bad. We ain't slander nobody.
No.
I mean, he remind me of somebody too, but I'm trying to think. He looked like somebody, but he also looked like he from over there. Cause like mixed people from over there, they like they from over there.
But he's not mixed though.
He not?
Both his parents are black.
Interesting. I know. Oh, you know what? Because I know somebody with similar teeth. It was a coworker that I had. It's some teeth, man.
It's the British teeth thing.
Yeah. Well, no, it ain't that because it could be a lot worse. Don't come for me, y'all.
Since we talking about the British, I
was like, don't come for me. I don't know. Like he's a nice looking guy. Interesting, but like I said, so he like they like this, like the other guy, like you said, that's a big guy. So it makes sense.
But they're both the same height though.
No, they're not.
Let me see.
One is 6'3", one is 5'11".
Hold on.
Dang, these cats young. It's weird.
Oh yeah, he's 5'11". Okay, I thought he was 6'1".
Yeah. I think I don't know. Like I think I could see how she goes with the other guy based on Party. Now, like I told you, I think like Party is more, like I think he's really attractive. But so that makes sense. It makes a little sense. Like she might have a little bit of a type, like, like slightly chocolate brothers,
Yeah,
so I can kind of see that. So I don't know, like, but I don't know, like, y'all saw the kind of the soccer player that I thought was attractive, Ruben Cheek.
Loftus Cheeks.
I'm not saying the full name, Ruben Cheek. Y'all know who the hell I'm talking about.
But people don't say his name like Loftus Cheeks.
I'm trying to clap them cheeks, okay?
Hey, I mean, he's a good player for Chelsea. He's a good player.
Yeah, he fine. He real fine. I'd be like, woof, moist.
Lukaku ain't worried about him.
Okay,
getting
I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm done being a heathen.
All right, since we talking about British people, this Tik Tok cat in the UK running them people homes, housing them.
Okay.
Or TikTok pranks.
Okay, here's my question. Mm-hmm. Ultimately, did he end up getting arrested?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, here's the thing. I think what's happening with like a lot of stuff like that is a lot of people are becoming a case of fuck around to find out. Certain stuff just not funny to me. And you lucky you only got arrested, because if you walked into my house, yes, should people not be leaving their doors unlocked in this climate? Absolutely not. But you walk in my house, it's over. Like, now you are in person. I don't know you trespassing. So I have a right to protect and defend like everything that's happening up in this house here while I pay the bills. So it is weird to me that people keep doing weird stuff, weird pranks, you know, like that Target prank, people throwing stuff at people. Like, I get it, y'all throwing pillows and, you know, comforter sets, but you don't turn around, like, get your, like, it's just really weird to me. And I don't know, this weird sensationalism that keeps happening, I don't like it. Like, I hate it here.
I mean, who would have? Well, one thing with Britain, the thing that's easier for that with Britain is because you just can't have a gun in Britain in general, period. It's hard as hell to get a gun.
Right.
That's part of the reason he's able to do some dumb shit like this, because he ain't gonna get shot in his back. Like,
he don't know. Listen, they could have took a. Okay, this is
no. And he's
me being dramatic,
because he didn't choose no Caribbean families' homes that be having the machetes sitting by their bed. Right. That's the thing. They don't have guns, but them cats got machetes.
Okay.
He didn't go out. He
feel like it's always a case of something when something happens in Britain. I feel like it's always somebody getting stabbed.
Yes, because they can't have guns. They got them knives though.
Yeah.
I tell the story all the time. When I was in London, I'm walking downtown London, walking to get something to eat, just chilling. And they, you know how we have like the rallies for, like, you know, stop the violence, take the guns off the streets. So it's a little girl come up to me. She might be about 15, 16 or something, maybe 17. She was like, hey, can you help donate? We're trying to keep the knives off the streets.
I wish.
And I was like, knives. I stopped and, like, because she's like handing out pamphlets, like, people. I was like, I walked over to her, like, what do you mean knives? The knives off the street. I was like, that's all the problem y'all got? And she's like, yes, they got machetes. She started naming off all these type of knives.
Okay, so wait. They got what?
Machetes.
So now you Jamaican and not British?
I'm trying to speak like how she was speaking. She had a patois.
She's like, they have machetes.
Machetes. She said they have machetes.
You said so Jamaican.
They have machetes. They have, and she was just naming off. It was knives I didn't know existed. She named like 5, 6 different knives off. And I was like, man, I'm from the States. Like, I know you're from the States. I was like, man, I'm worried about the guns. I'm over here. I was like, here go 10 pounds. Like, hey, good luck. I mean, we looking for guns. We get worried about assault rifles. And y'all up here worried about knives.
We are. Wait, bro. This is really weird. I'm still on Rock Nation's website.
Uh-huh.
Danny Green is repped by Rock Nation. They need to let it go.
Is he still playing?
I don't know. It say like they on a basketball roster. And of course, he's from North Babylon, New York.
Oh, he played for the Cavs.
Oh, they traded him?
Mm-hmm. He on the Cavs.
Damn, that happened low-key quietly.
Yeah. Yeah, because he went to North Carolina. I remember we went to North Carolina. Yep. He's 35, though. He's getting up there. That's why I thought he wasn't in the league no more.
Wait, you know who I'm thinking of? I'm getting my light skins confused. Yeah, because Danny Green used to play for the Spurs.
Yeah, and he played with LeBron too.
Sorry, wrong light skin.
Who you thinking about?
The weird nigga from this the playoffs.
Oh, I called him Spectrum.
Yeah, the one that played for Memphis.
Boston.
No, Memphis.
Oh, you talking about he did play for Memphis too. Danny Green played for Memphis for a minute.
Danny Green did play for Memphis, but that's not who I'm thinking about.
Oh, you talking about Dylan?
Yes.
Oh, you talking about Dylan? Yeah.
I got my light skins confused.
Yeah, I was like, you getting all these light skins mixed up.
I was about to say, yeah, I don't really know any of their basketball roster besides LaMelo. You heard what they said about Lonzo?
No, what happened?
You know, they said Lonzo might not play basketball ever again because his knee injury. Yeah.
Damn. He on the Bulls. Shit, hold on.
Yeah, he's had like a couple of surgeries and it's just not looking good.
Damn. Damn, I'm looking at it now. Damn. Bulls believe
Yeah,
Lonzo
it's not
Ball might never
looking too
play
good for
again.
him.
Damn.
Right.
Damn, at 25 years old, your career only over.
I felt so bad. I was like, dang, like.
And his brother's hurt right now too.
Which one? LaMelo?
LaMelo had a season-ending injury. Yeah.
Oh damn.
Like he fucked up his broke his ankle or some shit.
Shit.
Yeah, like it was bad. Yeah, LaMelo had a bad injury at the end of this year.
Dang. Yo, it's some baseball drama I low-key want to talk about, but it's okay.
What, like, is it black baseball drama or
It's
white
black baseball drama.
Let's go.
It's a baseball player named Tim Anderson. Look him up.
That's my dude. No, I love Tim Anderson. Play for White Sox.
Tim Anderson.
He's that dude.
He got his side chick pregnant. And then the side chick is talking. Yo, it's like crazy because he married. Family. His wife it's like he just did a post the other day about his wife's birthday. He did a post saying how, see, this will happen when you be, like you dabbling too much and you get your side chick pregnant, putting responsibilities, creating abilities with these people. And he's like, but I love my son though. So he's acknowledged that he got this kid. She's posted pictures of him like,
oh, I'm looking at it now. He got pictures whereby she's pregnant in the mirror.
Yeah.
Kissing on her.
Yeah. She spilled all the tea.
But a part of me loves this. And Tim Anderson, I don't want anything you'll go to buy, but I love seeing you doing this for all black people though, and you bringing blackness back to baseball. I just appreciate that.
I thought you were about to say, I don't know. I was not expecting you to say that. I thought you were about to say, I'm glad you're doing this with black people because you bring more blackness into the world. That's what I thought you was going to say.
No. I mean, like, because he's a good baseball player and he's helping bring more black kids into baseball. Now, I don't like the drama stuff. He's a nice looking guy.
He's 29 years old for Chicago. This is some Chicago behavior.
But no, he's not from Chicago though.
I know, but it's still, he's from Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's from Tuscaloosa.
I mean, it's still both Chicago and Tuscaloosa behavior.
Dang, man, now Tim Anderson. Dude, I gotta text Matt about this. I don't even know if he knew about this.
Yeah, man, I just found out about him the other day, and I've been following the tea. I'm like, whoo, child. See, this is why. Oh shoot! I think he deactivated. No, she deactivated. Yo, he deactivated his Instagram.
Yeah, you got to get out of Dodge. I ain't mad at him.
Cause he was petty. He definitely posted something about the wife.
Yeah, you got to get out of Dodge. And actually, I wouldn't have maybe deactivated it, but I definitely would have turned off all my comments.
He was like, "Happy birthday!" And he didn't turn off them comments either. So it was up for a while. We know our hearts and soul feel completely. You feel completely.
Look, he went straight.
That's all that matter for real. I know where your heart sit at, and I express my heart to you. We did so much work behind the scenes to get to a space where you can find peace and happiness. The world is yours when it comes to you and the kids. Today gonna be great because it's your birthday. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. My love, that real life love.
Hold on,
bro.
I'm putting this in all the group chats. I'm putting this in the group chat right now. I had to find the article.
Wow. Oh, their daughter named Paxton, like my puppy. Then in February, he seemingly confirmed his extramarital affair and resulting a son by posting a photo of the infant on his Instagram story. And he said Tim also shared a photo of his two daughters in a separate post that said, "Everybody ain't got to know everything. Nobody ain't got to know shit, really."
I like this gangster in him. We need this gangster in baseball. We need this gangster in baseball. I'm going to defend Tim Anderson.
Yeah, the girl name is Deja Lene. And
Ooh,
I
and
keep
he
wanting to
got some
say
ghetto
Deja
girl
Lene
name.
from
Deja.
Deja
We need more
Lene.
blackness in baseball.
Sir. This is just, I mean, like, okay, so clearly his wife has known about this. Because based on the birthday post, they did a lot of work. So
And
she
you know what? And maybe the
knows. I
side chick
think
is
the
upset
wife
that
knows. I don't think this girl is saying or doing anything to blindside the wife, because in a photo, this is like his kid. Wait, is this his kid with the son? Or maybe that's the girl kid. Maybe that's the girl kid, because I don't think this is his kid. They know. Like, it's out there. Like, the wife knows. So I think what you think you doing, you ain't.
right.
You not doing.
No, she thought she was gonna break up the home because she didn't get the reaction of like it's like a weird thing. Like she wanted like to blow smoke with it, but like the fact that she wanted to stay with him like made her more mad or something. But maybe I'm not sure.
Yeah. I'm trying to see what he.
I mean, because he's here the whole way, so maybe the
Yeah, he
wife
was
did
there the
know.
whole way.
But the wife probably made, and maybe she thought the wife was like she was gonna blow up the spot. Maybe he did tell her like, "Hey, I got another baby or whatever."
Like they was traveling with the kid. He told me he was not with her. I guess it's supposed to. It was only with her for an image, and he always stayed by himself since I met him. And this is like a picture of her, or a picture of him from the back with her son, like her other son. But this is the thing. It's like she said that he's been there like the entire time. Ain't missed a moment before the season started. Killed the image, Bria. And yeah, she was like, never gave sneaky, never gave side. Motherfuckers been not together. Like, it's just, I'm with you. Like, I think he probably thought that they was gonna break up, maybe. And so, because you clearly out in the public world, it's not like, like in this, it's not like he got sunglasses on or, under the radar. So they probably, the girl probably was not a side chick. You was just there in a moment of, where he was vulnerable. I'm not going to even say vulnerable, like they was off. And you got pregnant. So, because that's what this
wow.
is.
I'm looking at something like some Major League Baseball stuff. It looked like his wife knew back in February of 2020 of this year.
Yeah.
It said Tim Anderson's wife is sticking by her man through thick and thin.
Yeah.
To a side. So what is she doing this now though for? She already said I'm sticking through it with whatever she's just being petty now, man.
Yeah, I think right now it's just like somebody, her feelings is just hurt.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to throw that in there. I forgot to tell you.
What?
About that. I was like, ooh, I meant to spill this tea to you.
Oh, now, man, I wish I would have been on this. I'd have had my research up on this.
No, I pulled it up because I've been following it.
Dude, there's a whole article in February of 2023. Chicago, Tim Anderson loves side baby he had with another that he cheated. So I'm trying to figure out why this is getting blown up in May.
Well, I think
they even saying that is he even saying it in February? Like,
yeah. So I think it's just now that it's just like the drama, like the girl is like posting all this stuff and just being messy, and the blogs are picking it up. Cause like you said, baseball, it ain't really that many of us. So they getting on it now. Like they could look, who is Deja Lene? 4 hours
that's her name.
ago.
That's her name.
Basa, 3 days ago.
That's her name.
NBC No, I don't think that's gossip though.
The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a show for 80s babies who were 90s kids. If you were a No Limit soldier, then this is your show. If you believe that Cash Money is not an army but was a Navy, this is the show for you. If you and your friends ever tried to sing a song written by Escape, In Vogue, Shy, or Boyz II Men at a talent show during middle school, this is your show. The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a bunch of 80s babies talking about all the songs and things that we loved when we were kids and teenagers. So if you went to the skating rink and you were at a lock-in, this is the show for you. If you think that Tevin Campbell was the original Prince of R&B, this is the show for you. If you don't understand the conflict between Monica and Brandy, but you're kind of on Monica's side and understand why Brandy got punched, this is the show for you. Make sure that you tune in, subscribe, click the little subscribe link. We're here. We're going to talk about all things 90s music. This is the show for you.
Love B. Scott.
Hey man, I didn't know my man Tim Anderson went out like this one.
Dog. Wild times, man. See, this is why.
Oh, wow, they said that it's this. I guess for all the people that don't know, Ari Fletcher, that's her friend. I'm just looking here on the little thing there. I know you know about all these people. You know.
Look, no comment. So this makes sense.
Oh, I guess okay. I'm reading here. It says that she's mad because he continually messed with her, even after he said that after what he did in February. She's mad at, so maybe he sold her a bill of goods afterwards because he kept messing with her afterwards.
So her feelings hurt.
Yeah.
What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun?
Damn.
Like, you know, like women and men have to stop doing things that hurt themselves, and it's something that we all have to, come to terms with. Cause that's just y'all got a kid. I get it, but it's just like, okay, we're not gonna be together. That sucks. Cause you did sell me a dream, but we got this kid here, so let's just co-parent and move on with our lives. Like, that's a cute girl. She don't have no problem finding no nigga. Now they might not have Tim Anderson money, but she don't have no problem.
But that's the key though. That's the key though, Dom. As the great Chris Rock said, Dom, no woman, men can go backwards sexually. Women can go backwards financially.
But here's the thing. He's taking care of the kid, and he probably burning her off a little extra or something. She gonna be good.
And my thing is, you messed up a little bit extra you could have been getting, potentially.
Just shut the fuck up. And it's this weird thing where people they want clout. Like, we live, and if that's her, if y'all saying that,
this is a younger girl too, though. This is a younger girl.
That's what I was gonna say. If homegirl's like one of her friends, like, we live in this space of, listen, honestly, as long as I can wake up in Dior, I'm cool. I don't need nobody to know me. If I got the bag, like, I do not fucking care, because what is that? Like, it creates, we have friends that are, like, famous. You know what I mean? And that shit, sometimes it gets weird. And it's not that, when I say weird, it's like people feel like they can just say whatever, do whatever, because you've given them some level of access to them, right? And so I'm learning, one, from the media training that, we've had growing up in school, but two, like, vicariously through my friends. Absolutely not. It's certain stuff that I would never even really post. Like, I might post the occasional vacation pic, booed up or something. But as far as y'all know, I'm there on a girl's trip, okay? Like, that's what y'all, like, I don't want nobody in my business. I don't ever want somebody to be able to come to me and tell me about my nigga. Like, that shit is weird. And it's just like, so you mad because you got fucked on a few times and this nigga might have, blew a stack or two on you. And because he took me out in public, like it's weird. Like I see how people have their Instagrams, their Twitter set up a certain way where people they can't even see that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like it's certain stuff, like it's some people, like I think it's like though Drake can be strange. Like I think Drake is one of the people that have it where only the people that he follows, I think, can comment on his stuff on Instagram. I think Katie's another one. And I we like absolutely, because like as much I'm just trying to have a level of peace. And y'all just are spectators, fans with like all these weird opinions about shit. It is weird. Like we've talked about this before. People commenting on your posts that you and making up stories and the subject just saying weird, hateful things. Like, bro, go to therapy. Like you typed my name in and you came to tell me that happened to me recently. Somebody came on my page and said that I was like a whore or something. And I was like,
yeah, man, yeah, you be trying to figure out who.
Yeah, I was like, okay. Did I fuck your nigga? Did I fuck your nigga good though? Like
maybe, obviously.
So it is so strange to me. So
dang, that's Tim Anderson. That was, man, I didn't even do that. That was you dropped a great nuke for the podcast with that one.
I threw you a curve.
Yeah, literally.
Look at me being athletic.
Yeah. Hey, look, the curve of all curves is this councilman, Republican councilman, that got caught smoking crack, and it was like it wasn't my crack.
Crack and fentanyl. Bro, what a deadly combination.
I'm gonna put
what
up the
cocktail
article
is that? Yo, where was he? You said North Carolina?
Yeah.
That's some Florida shit.
I can get the exact article here.
That is some
Florida. Rhode Island. I'm sorry, Rhode Island. Matthew Riley, he was passed out in the car. Had the crack, and he had smoked crack. I'm gonna read the article in the copy. A Rhode Island City Council member and former chair of the local Republican Party is facing calls to resign after he was found sleeping in his car with a crack pipe in hand. According to local reports, a passerby in Cranston, Rhode Island, saw a man possibly choking in his car Monday.
I'm looking at the article.
Officer nearby. When police arrived, he appeared to be sleeping or unconscious while having difficulty breathing and choking. The responding officer had to shake the man to wake him up, then noticed a glass pipe and lighter in his hand. The man identified himself as Cranston City Councilman Matthew Riley and said he had smoked crack.
That's kind of sad, though.
Hours earlier.
Because, look, apparently he relapsed, though, and he had been clean for 13 years.
Yeah.
We over here cracking jokes and that.
Yeah, I just realized that. Okay.
He's fighting for his life.
Damn.
And they said he had brought up his addiction struggles in the past at council meetings. So I hope. Man,
you know what? Damn, that took it. Now it's funny now because now something may have happened to him that made him relapse.
Yeah, I'm like, what happened?
Dang, well, my bad, brother Riley. I hope you get better. I hope you get back. I was gonna take this to another place, but you didn't. Now it's not as funny.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. He said he agreed to step down because some people get so
big and they go, "I'm gonna ride it out."
Shit that they like, no, ain't nothing wrong with me. Damn.
But something else that is, I know for sure we can talk about this fucked up. These Florida book bans, yo.
This is giving Fahrenheit 451. And if y'all didn't read that in high school, I suggest y'all go read it. This is what's happening. This is literally modern day Fahrenheit 441. Or if you don't want to watch, you read the book, go watch it on HBO. They did a movie with Michael B. Jordan. And America is a strange place. The weird thing, and I don't know if it's just because of how, you have things that happen on the state level, you have things that happen on the federal, level. So it's like these different, the structure is really weird because it would be a lot of stuff where it's like, okay, shouldn't the like Senate and like president and them get involved? Like, you're banning books. This shit is wild. And it's like, do y'all feel like y'all have bigger fish to fry? Because you're literally, y'all don't want to teach about Black History Month. Y'all don't want to talk about gay people. Y'all
And that's a
don't
lot of
want
those books are books by Black people or people LGBTQ plus.
Yeah, I'm like, just,
it's a lot of. I'm looking at the
you
list.
know
It's a
what this
lot of Toni
reminds me
Morrison
of?
books. It's a lot of Toni Morrison books on these lists too.
Of course it is. This reminds me of the Daughters of the Confederacy.
Oh yeah.
And for people that don't know what the Daughters of the Confederacy is, it's just like in the South after the Confederate laws, they never changed. Like they never changed the history books, and so they would have to like pre-authorize. Like they would look at the history books. They would have them take stuff out of the history books. So it was a lot of stuff for a period of time that people didn't learn because of this, you know, and this was like white women keeping this stuff in existence, so they would never, so it was like they never lost power. And so that's what this is given with DeSantis. And the weird thing about Ron DeSantis is it's like his family, they immigrants.
Yeah, because where are they from?
Italy.
I mean,
I get it, but it's just like his, and I think it was like his grandma.
And I'm interested in. I mean, I know what they're trying to do, and for me, a part of me is like, fuck it, let them ban whatever, because we should be educating our kids anyway what the fuck they need on who they are as Black people, period, and not waiting on these schools to educate who they are as Black kids.
Yep. His grandfather. Yep, Italy.
Yeah, but a part of me wants us to get more involved in our kids' lives of like.
But that's what it boils down to. You know, we were having this conversation yesterday, and you know, we were talking about like behavioral issues, all these different things. I said, you know, it really goes back to, you know, like while my friend was like, I mean, we can leave, you know, and she was like, you know, Marcus Garvey had this whole thing, and they like, you know, it was like, but nobody left when they like deported him or did something, whatever the case may be. But I was just like, look, that's easier said than done. I was like, also, is it our job to save every Black person? Because there's always going to be somebody that's going to assimilate and be okay with capitalism, white supremacy, everything that falls in line with that. Like what's his name? Clarence Thomas. That's, you know, so there's always going to be jigaboos, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it is.
I love that you called him a jigaboo. I love that.
Listen,
I love that.
That was the best thing I could say, you know, without us being flagged.
Yeah.
But you know, I really believe that, you know, Black people, we got this weird savior complex, like, you know, that always gets pushed on us, where we always find ourselves in spaces trying to save people. Then that's not my job. Mm-hmm. That is for the man upstairs. Okay, that's not my job. My name is not Jesus. I can look after my people. I can educate one, each, you know, reach one, teach one, all that. We can do that, but it's always gonna be people that fall through the cracks. Like, it's just like the educational system, right? So it's like, I'm not gonna spend extra time trying to take blinders off of people's eyes. I'm gonna take care of my people, the people that fuck with me, because we kind of have similar mindsets and end goals. But I mean, and I'm also open. I don't necessarily want to raise my kids here. You know me, I was like, I could move to France and be fine and start a whole new life or whatever, wherever I need to go. Like, I have a cousin that moved to South Africa. And so, not that it's much better over there, but racism exists globally. It's a conversation of trying to dismantle shit globally, not just here. And so, like you said, it's people stabbing people in London. And you know what I mean? So it's just, I think we also, I think the issue with Black people is I don't think it's an issue. I think it's maybe people are afraid of it because of what history has shown. I think we've lost our sense of community.
Yeah,
And I
I
feel
agree
like
with
we
that.
need to get our sense of community back and being able to look out for each other, and lift each other up, in ways, because these, it's never gonna change. You have people that are trying to do the work, but it's such a small, minuscule group of people. I just read this article where, do y'all remember like during lockdown, where it was like a Starbucks in Seattle where cops were called and they like arrested two Black people because they wanted to use the bathroom?
That was there, and it was one in Philly too.
Maybe it was Philly, whatever it was. Okay.
Yeah,
So okay, so when this happened, it was a black
the one in Philly,
black
they were just having a meeting and they messed with them.
they
It was
get
two brothers
that,
there just for a meeting. The one in Philly was they was already there. They were there for a meeting to use the Wi-Fi and have a meeting.
right. Okay, so it was another. Okay, so this happened. It was like some Black people, but whatever. I think there was Black men, but whatever it was. I just read this article in the LA Times about this organization that was kind of like a non-for-profit. It was a black girl and a white woman that started a non-for-profit. They met that day. They stayed in contact with each other, and they were guest speaking, doing all of this stuff together. And then
So they
ultimately,
happened to be there when that incident happened in Seattle.
yes. And so ultimately, they made all this money together. They were splitting everything 50-50. They were talking about talking to companies, because this is at the height of, we got George Floyd. So Black Lives Matter protests, all this stuff. So they're like talking about like diversity, inclusion, all these different things, splitting stuff. And then something happened where the Black girl was like, and she ended up being like from Nigeria or Ghana or something like that. And so she felt like she deserved more money than a white woman, because like they were profiting off of the experiences of like Black people.
But was the white woman doing the same amount of work?
Yeah.
Then y'all take it 50-50.
So it was like a whole thing. And so your fault, like in this article, you're talking about like things being dismantled or whatever. And, the white woman was like, I didn't feel like I, said or did anything wrong, or, I didn't know I was going to lose a friend and all these different things. But it also kind of circles back to like, I could see how the Black chick felt that way a little bit. But then you also kind of understood it from the white girl standpoint. So it's like, they're like the white woman, and she ended up like moving somewhere, or maybe what it was that the girl moved somewhere, and maybe she ended up in Seattle, the white woman. And she was dating like this Black professor and all these different things. So those like that actually kind of get up and like do the work, that's such a small percentage. When you really think about it, like women like that, like, or white people like that, are so few far in between, because she's the type of person that would correct people, and right, and it's not up to us. And I think that's the conversation that really needs to be pushed. That's not up to Black people to tell white people don't be racist. It's up to white people to tell white people not to be racist. And a lot of people don't want to have those tough conversations because they don't want to fuss and fight, argue, lose family members, lose friends because of that. But if you really believe that that's something that you will, stand for, you don't stand for that shit, like, speak up. It doesn't matter. Like, it'll be somebody else that'll be able to come into your life and support you. But a lot of people don't look at it like that. And so I think, on a global scale, because racism has been so ingrained in people's lives, it's gonna take, it's shitty, but we would probably never see that in our lifetime.
Yeah. It's just it's a complicated thing, but I do think parents need to be more involved with teaching them kids about Blackness.
Yeah.
Period. And we can't be dependent on these schools. And then another part of me be like, man, I wonder how many parents even know about some of these books. Like,
Yeah.
even know that they're even know that they should be upset that these books are being removed from these schools and what they are.
And a lot of these books, you know, like the girl that spoke at the inauguration, her poem got banned because it was one parent that complained about it. It's not like it was a plethora of people. It was one parent, and her stuff got pulled. And it's just like, I don't think it's really people out here complaining like that. I think it's all propaganda, and unfortunately, nobody wants to do the work. These people are sheeps, and I'm just like, you know, Florida, go be your own thing.
I'm saying, like, no, let Florida go do their dumb ass shit though. Let's let them do that.
Just let them be
do
dumb
that.
and like remove yourself from.
I'm Doja. They sleep. Yeah, we part of Just Posted Podcast, man. The best show on this network. Come on, check, girl.
Seriously, man. Just Posted. It's just me and Doja sitting back talking about what the fuck going on in the world and the streets.
We said labor of love. He said labor of love. I ain't say that shit. Shout out to you know what I'm saying, everybody coming to watch though, man. We really appreciate y'all. Holla at y'all later.
Hey man, this nigga just tall for no reason.
gone.
And he
Peace.
do regular day jobs. Don't forget that.
The U.S. of A because we're sick of the shit. It's every other day. It is some bullshit with this man, and I'm just like,
And then he's running for president too.
he barely could even do that right on Twitter Spaces.
Yeah, it was
But
a
what
little
happened
issue.
is the thing. What
And he got Disney mad at him, and Disney took $1 billion out of Florida or
Yeah.
whatever for some offices and stuff.
Here's the scary thing about the situation with DeSantis. It's the same thing. What happened? How Trump got elected, right? So you're gonna have people that are super where we, you know, unfortunately, there's really no separation of church and state.
No.
And you know he gonna run this campaign and how Republicans have been running their campaigns and how they get a huge portion of the Latino vote is that conservatism, like that Christian, you know, that
The
Catholic.
Roman Catholic, yep.
Yep, standpoint, because like they all like they don't believe in abortion. They believe like, and it'd be weird. And I'm just like, bro, like grow the fuck up. You know, like at some point, like the baby boomers have screwed us enough. Like, how old is DeSantis? Like,
DeSantis is not a baby boomer. DeSantis is Generation X, I believe.
Yeah.
He's like maybe mid 40s, maybe late 40s.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I think DeSantis
he's
is late
44,
40s.
78.
44?
So I know he's not a boomer. I knew he wasn't a boomer, but it's just like that trickle down effect.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like a lot of people still, even in his age bracket and even in our age bracket and younger, think like that because of weird Christian conservative views. And it's just like, give me the fuck about this country. Like, if God want to start the rapture, I'm okay with this. Like, this is ghetto. Like, Earth ghetto, I do not recommend.
Oh, as if God want to start the rapture. Damn.
Like, seriously. Damn, Jimmy Carter's still alive?
Yeah, Jimmy gonna get to 100.
Yeah, he 98. He look good for his age.
Yeah, Jimmy gonna get to that 100 on y'all. He'd outlive all them people that hated him, all them other presidents. He didn't outlive all them other presidents that was talking bad about him, dirty, all that stuff. He outlived everybody.
Yeah, he
outlived Gerald Ford, outlived George H. Bush, outlived Reagan.
Yo, somebody, was that you that sent me that post about the Bushes?
Yeah, the Bushes ain't no joke.
Because like, even when you sent me that, I meant to follow up and say that even with that clip, the whole thing about like 9/11 too, like didn't like Saddam Hussein or something have like a hit out on his daddy?
Oh yeah. That's what I remember even Dave Chappelle had that in his joke when he did the Black Bush. He was like, "You put a hit out on my daddy."
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't gonna let this stand.
It is crazy. Like this. And then you get people like Marjorie Green, like, oh, just looking at her.
Hey, that woman, she's
the delusion.
No, she's trolling. I think she's not even delusional. She's just saying whatever just to be able to rile up and be. It's like she's like a Kardashian for politics.
Yeah,
she's gonna say whatever it is and just say it because she got this whole beef thing going on with I forgot the brother congressman. And said that saying the N-word is like calling somebody a white supremacist.
Girl.
I had some other explorers. I'm trying to get better with not, we getting close to monetization and stuff, and I'm not trying to
I just listen.
SMD. Oh, that's what I like to say to Margie, SMD.
SM sleep. You know what? I don't even want you touching me with the dog smelling ass.
That's true. Ooh, that's
okay.
that's an old school. That's an old school. No, but I don't even know if that even is applicable anymore. I think that's an old school. I don't even know if that's even like known like that.
Okay.
That's an old school slur. You know what I mean? Like that ain't even. That's showing your age. Yeah, you getting old.
No, people be saying that.
I think that's an older one. I think that's out the lexicon.
Really?
Yeah, let me Google that. Let's see.
I feel like people say that all the time. I hear people say SMC all the time. Don't do me like that.
Yeah, I mean, it was a book wrote back in, I remember this book too.
You know what the C stand for, right?
Cunt, right?
No, CLIT.
Oh, okay. But I mean, that's the same thing as cunt, right?
Sure.
I mean, there's a book. I'm talking about the wet dogs part. I'm talking about that part.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's an old school. I'm saying that's old school. Like that's old school right there.
I feel like people still say that though, because
man, the book was written in 1999 about it.
So yeah, it's on Amazon. People said that they was mad that they bought it because they don't really say nothing.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yeah, they say I don't really talk about nothing. But it's like a gene that they have that's like the same actually as like a dog, which is why that happens. It was a white guy that came out and said that.
No, I mean, it is what it is, you know what I mean? Like, that's an old school term, you know. All right, look, Blue Ivy. You want to talk about this? I have no idea what's going on with this. You would have to take the lead on this one.
Oh, okay. We kind of could have included this in our international.
Yeah. I mean, we going back. We went political for a while. We gonna swing back, and then we got one more, and then we out of here.
Okay. Okay. So Blue Ivy has recently performed overseas with Beyonce, and people are having a frenzy. You know, a lot of us hivers are super excited because we're seeing Blue Ivy come into her own. But you have haters that like, she's not performing full out. She's just like, it looked like she barely don't want to be there. Why Beyonce make her come out? Why she not hitting the 1-2 step like she's supposed to? And to those people, I say SMD. Because Blue Ivy is an 11-year-old child. And the world is already going to sexualize it. The world has been criticizing this girl since she came out of Beyonce's vagina, right? She
seems like she gets more criticism even than the other two kids. It feels
the other two kids, you really don't see them.
Yeah.
Blue Ivy is more out and open because I mean she is, much older than the rest of them. And so I think the world has been criticizing and comparing Blue Ivy to other celebrity kids since the day she was born. It's why Beyonce not combing her hair better, like why she look like Jay-Z or, this or that. And so, allow this girl to be a child. I think that's the issue too, is that we always be so quick. The world is already going to sexualize our kids, especially Black kids. So let her just perform and do it. Like, no, Beyonce probably said, no, you can't pop your hips like that. You can't pop your ass like that. Like, don't forget Beyonce and Tina are Southern belles.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
So just let her be a fucking kid. Like, I think it is the cutest little thing. And then the other
people were
night,
mad that she wasn't popping her booty.
like how the other dancers, she's just kind of like gliding along with it.
Yeah.
Like, and you could like, so today when she performed after they was like,
popping, she was getting down popping it, then people would have been like, why is this 11-year-old being over sexualized?
Yeah. And we know people are weird. Like, I could imagine the amount of weirdos that have, you know, like, I think as cute as it is, you know, like Lil Bow Wow daughter. Like, I think it's certain dance moves and certain things that she necessarily shouldn't be doing because and it sucks, but there are creeps in the world. Like, I just saw this post about how many times this video was saved on TikTok of a beauty pageant girl. And you know, probably the majority of those saves and shares were pedophiles.
Really?
It was like an alarming number. And one of the TikTok moms like pointed it out. And this happens way more often than we think. So I'm just in the space of letting kids just be kids and have fun. Because we were, you know, we know how it is. Like, you reach a certain threshold, everything changes. So I'm just, it's just y'all are weird, and like, grow up and let that girl be.
All right, our last topic is we take it on home. Shout out to Jason Tatum, man. Didn't get it done, man, but we still proud of you here in the city.
History was still made. They're like the fourth team
Yeah.
to be able to ever come back after being down, you know, 0-3. So
yeah, no, man. Keep your head up, Jason. You'll be back. You young, man. You'll be good.
Yeah. They said he might be coming to the Lakers, but I doubt that.
But Jimmy Butler's a dog, though, for the record.
Butler is a dog.
That's an old school 90s dude right there.
It's like that mystical line where, you know, like where he say the thing about the bear. Like, what does Mystical say when he said about the bear, where he was like, let me see how to find the Mystical line about the bear. Hold on. Because it's like a rap. He's like, be afraid for the bear.
Hold on, pull it up now. Let's see. I'm cold. I'm a cold as a lion with no hair. If you ever see me fighting in the forest with the grizzly bear, is that it?
Yeah, help the bear. Because
help the bear. Yeah, help the bear.
Like, I'm not gonna let you. Like, that's Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is fighting for his life.
Yeah, Jimmy. Woo, Jimmy.
Like, he is a beast. And I hope, I honestly, like, I know people are not excited to see Miami and Denver. Like, they feel like it might be boring. I'm interested to see how this is gonna play out. Because I'm a
basketball fan. I'm gonna watch.
I'm a watch. Like, I am super, super excited to see what's gonna happen. I know they're gonna give each other problems. This could potentially go to a game. I'm gonna say possibly a game 6. I don't think it's gonna be a sweep, but possibly a game 6.
Now, if Jimmy Butler could figure out a way to win this series,
yeah, Jimmy.
Where do we put him at? Like he has to move up on like the scale of maybe not best of all time, but like the best of his age group, and he's got to move up. Like, yeah, if he figures out a way to win this series.
And here's the thing about Jimmy Butler too: is never really any scandal around Jimmy Butler either. So we like that.
Besides him slapping dudes.
When he slapped somebody, how long ago?
Anthony Towns.
He's like, but besides this, like,
besides, did you see that story with Jeff Teague, where he tells a story about how when Jimmy Butler was trying to make his way out of Minnesota, he cut off everything on all his warm-up gear that had Minnesota on?
Oh yeah. But here's the other thing, like, you know, he's genuinely like a nice person.
That's what I've heard. Yeah,
genuinely a nice, funny person, and I've only encountered Jimmy Butler in like the shopping sense when I was working in luxury retail, But super cool dude, funny. Yeah, Jimmy Butler, if you ever see this, you were supposed to pay my rent for an extended period of time for my discount. Like you wanted to trade my discount.
Hold on. We whoa.
So
Rent for a discount. That must have been a
yeah,
hell of a discount.
yeah. Okay, so look, think about it. Like at the time, like they had just switched our discount, so we got 40 off of like regular sale, like regular price merchandise.
Oh,
And so I was like, first of all, he wasn't even my client. I'm walking past and he was like, psst, psst. And I'm like looking at him, I'm like, who the fuck? And I'm like, man, what do you want, Jimmy? Like, I talk to people like they my friends. No, I'm not that bad.
what do you
And
want,
so
Jimmy?
at this time it's funny because I don't think this was really low key. I think he was talking to the girl from Pretty Little Lies, Shay Mitchell. And so he was like, what's our discount? And I was like, wow, you're not even my customer. And I was like, but it's 40. And he was like, let me get your discount for the summer. I was like, pay my rent for the summer. And he was like, how much your rent? And I told him, and he was like, I could do that. And I'm like, 40 off all summer. Like, I mean, I feel like that's a fair trade.
Did he come back all summer?
I don't know. No, he did not come back all summer.
I mean,
I would have risked my job for that. I would have told him, I was like, okay, look, this is how we have to set it up a certain way. I would have told
you got to
him,
tell me ahead of time what you want, and then
I might tell me what you want, but also I might, so I can tell them, like, because I might, they'll especially somewhere like Saks, to make sure you're not like me selling stuff or whatever. Like I'm like, yo, this like I don't want to be flagged, or I think I'm still
like my boyfriend is the X amount. They use that say like my boyfriend is 6'8".
Yeah, I'm like,
and I only can buy you clothes. I can't buy other women's clothes in a different size. You know what I'm saying? You have to be like, yo, like it's got to be just you. And I say my boyfriend is 6'8".
Yeah, because I'm like, sometimes random people would get flagged, and I'm like, I'm not gonna get flagged. So, but yeah, nice guy.
Well, at some point we will be. I know people. He hit us up. We will revisit the British Williams thing. Maybe we do it after she gets sentenced.
When is she? But she don't get sentenced until what?
August, beginning of August.
So here's the thing. My question.
You want to get into it?
Okay, so she clearly, like we talked about, she got to be out on bond.
Yeah, she's out on bond right now.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna give her 20-something years. She gonna do some time because she gonna make an example.
Because she gonna do 5 to 7.
Yeah.
And I mean, we act like 5 to 7 ain't that long.
Yeah, you know, because like, and it'll probably be a minimum security place. It wouldn't be like whatever, because that's a white collar crime.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but think 5 to 7 years though.
Shit, listen, I looked up one day and I was 35. Okay, and now I'm 36. It go by.
But that's different. I'm sure that's different being a federal security.
You know, I think it wouldn't even be that bad if we had to set up how, like, if our prison system was kind of how it is, like in Norway, where how
was it set up there?
Your prison system, your prison spot is like the size of an apartment. Like they have a full kitchen, they have TVs, they have bathrooms, you know, like shower, all of that stuff in their space. They can garden, they can do all this stuff because their program is to reintroduce people into society, like to rehabilitate.
It's not punitive, it's actually rehabilitative.
Yeah, and so we're not gonna put y'all in this small jail cell where y'all gonna go crazy.
Those for the minimum people, like people that kind of just did something wrong.
It's people that kill people. I'll send you the video clip. Okay. Yeah, because like they went and visited, and they all have keys to their cells. It's not like they can come and go, like literally, like it is. And I bet for some people, like, okay, you have the people that are like Jeffrey Dahmer or things like that. Like, okay, I feel like there's certain things where it's probably like, no. But for the most part, I feel like a lot of people, a lot of places, their prison system is nothing compared to ours.
Oh, no. Ours is punitive. It's not rehabilitative.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that as it gets closer to her sentencing, because I'm interested in sentencing that we could break down more as more of the information comes out on that.
Because she wasn't acting alone. Somebody showed her how to do that.
That's
Like I told you, smart, that nice girl. Somebody showed her how to do that.
because that's even though some of it was dumb moves, but the idea to even think about like setting your shit up like that is not nothing the average person is gonna think about just doing.
And like we said, the window was too close. You got greedy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You should spread that shit out.
Yep.
You was chilling. You was getting too greedy, and maybe some of the other stuff wasn't working out. It's like, I need to pay this bill. I need to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And then you was doing 3 different schemes though. Damn. That's like selling 3 different types of drugs. Like that's like I sell heroin, I sell cocaine, and I sell fentanyl and weed. 4 drugs.
Yeah.
You need to focus on one hustle. Most people focus on one crime.
I definitely think that she was either somebody took a plea and got caught.
Dimed her out.
Or something happened where she could have shared information and somebody tipped somebody off. Because the California thing, technically, like I told you, she probably could have got away with that one, because if she could prove residency here, which I'm pretty sure she could have, that would have been like, that was nothing. But that other stuff, nah, somebody tipped.
Yeah, you gotta think about it too. Like, how much more? Like, I mean, she was taking people's social security numbers and getting credit cards on them and stuff like that. And the PPP loan thing, that's gonna get you at least 3 years though, like 2 to 3.
But see, a lot of PPP loan, like they wiped out a lot of that stuff. And I know, like I applied for one for my business, and it was like a grant or like a loan, but then under a certain amount, it was like a grant, because they would wipe it away if you could prove like that you spent it on your business. It was something like that. And so I didn't get the full amount. Like it was something that they had was like up to 10K. But they was like, nah, but here, we're going to give you 1,000. And I was just like, really? Like, that ain't what I need, but okay. I wasn't trying to be, like greedy, but it was just like, okay, well, fine, I'll just take the bare.
I mean, people are getting, what was the one dude from Love and Hip Hop they said was getting like
Baby Blue from
no, the other dude, the dude from Arkansas Mo that was married to what's the one? Cardi Red. He had like the trucking company and got like 5 million.
Oh yeah.
He doing like 20. But he's in the millions though.
Yeah, he was into the millions.
Yeah, how much did Arkansas Mo take?
But like a lot of people in the comments were saying that if you fall below, like it's like a certain number where it flagged.
Yeah.
Ooh, I gotta put my leg up.
Hold
my
on.
foot up.
I'm trying to figure out how much time he got. He got, let's see. He got 17 years.
Damn. I don't know. I just been wondering what people be thinking. Listen, I've been to jail once, and I can't do that ever again.
You got 17.
I was like, this life is not for me. And I was
4.5 million. 4.5 million.
Yeah, he gonna sit there for a while.
So
if we just do a good lawyer, either like I don't know who was representing him, but like white people do that shit all the time.
Yeah,
and get but that's what happened. You be trying to do the things that they be doing, and you can't do that.
Damn, 4.5 million. Damn.
Yeah, we're gonna have to just do a deep dive in that, like we said, like closer to the sentencing.
Yeah. Wow, he said during
he took a plea. Don't forget.
Yeah, but he had close to 9 million. He spent more than 5 million at a casino, Oklahoma, and then another 3.7 million he took from the United States.
What the fuck?
The United Community Bank loan application, falsely claiming that his trucking business had 107 employees and average a monthly payroll of 1.4 million. Thane used the loan to cover expenses, including $40,000 in past child support, $50,000 for restitution owed in a previous fraud case, $85,000 for custom-made jewelry, $136,000 to Lisa Rolls Royce, and $907,000 started a new business in Arkansas.
At least he started a new business and paid child support.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of I mean, the idea that he thought like, you know, I do want to make sure I get caught up on my child support. I want to make sure little Arkansas Mo is okay.
Yo.
Yeah, but we'll talk about it heavy and everything.
Damn.
Cats are going to, man. I think this. You think people are done with this? We wrap up. You think they are done with these PPP loans? Are we rolling up in the end of all the people getting jammed up with PPP loan scams?
They forgave him so much of that shit. So, yeah.
Or are they gonna use it? They'll bring it up if they need to. If you got other charges, like where if you did some other stuff, we're gonna bring it up on you.
Honestly, I don't know. Because when it comes to us, I don't know. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm like,
what is it?
I don't know.
Well, Don, where can they hit you up and where can get their candles?
Saint-Angeles.com. I'm trying to figure out my Father's Day promo. I gotta figure out some stuff because I'm Broken Toe Chronicles, so I can only carry and do so much. I have a cart because I'm I don't have an elevator. Like mine is a walk up, so it's it's a whole tussle to try to get in and out.
So you got to hop down every step, basically.
I mean, I have a temporary handicap tag, so that helps because I could park out front now. Which I park behind my place, but it's just it matters. But also thinking I'm gonna do, and I actually gotta put all y'all in a group chat. But I want to do an episode where I talk to y'all about being Black dads in America, the highs, the lows.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going to focus June about. I think we don't highlight our Black dads enough, like the men that actually show up, the ins and outs of our fatherhood. It's a lot of Black men that are a part of their kids' lives, that want to be a part of their kids' lives. And people are like Deja, that are bitter and make things very difficult for men because they have moved on and no longer want to be in a relationship with them. So yeah, that's what we on for Whiskey Sour this month. And also I started a new series on my page where maybe I'll call it Dominique's Masterpiece, theater, where I am asking questions, telling stories about different things in under, a minute. I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. And maybe if I do one that's longer, I'll put it on the full thing on my YouTube. But yeah, right now.
And what's the page? What's the page too, though? For let them know what's the page.
St. Angeles. And so Daryl, so you see how you got these dreads, right?
Yep.
You got it lined up. It ain't really a tapered situation, a little bit, but not really.
Yeah, I mean, I get it tapered.
Yeah. Okay. So Daryl, how come men dreads be starting back here and not up here where your lines start? Right here.
I mean, that's because they already losing their hair.
So they shouldn't do it. They should let it go, right? Bro, I really was trying to figure out.
No, they should let it go. They should need to come on home.
Cause it looked like bangs. Bruh. So okay, so yeah, that's one of my questions. So so I'm talking about it and I give examples. So I'm trying to understand because I was if it's a thing, let me know and I'll shut up about it. So we just trying to, I'm just trying to make y'all laugh. And a lot of people need laughter, including myself. My dog the other day, I'm gonna do a story because all of a sudden I walk out the kitchen about to eat dinner. This bitch got my rose. How'd she get my rose? I don't know. I thought she was chewing on a bone. It is my vibrator.
Hilarious,
this ones because it's two double-sided. It was not cheap. On sale, it was like okay. St. Angela's, guys.
Hey, we will be back in 2 weeks as always. We'll holler at y'all. Peace.